Hey everyone, I thought I'd provide an update. It's been some period of time since I last posted anything here, so I figured it was time again. My trading continues to go extremely well. I'm down now to 295, which has been a drop of, sounds like about 3 pounds every 2 weeks, which is just great. I'm continuing to get stronger, my conditioning is getting better, and all that great stuff. My trainer has me on this no grains diet, and he didn't really explain why he was going with that specifically. But reading online, I see that as a civilization, or even before we really were a civilization, we've been subsisting on meats and vegetables and fruits for hundreds of thousands of years, or tens of thousands of years, however long we've been human for. Whereas we've only relatively recently introduced the concept of farming grains and all that, which is why we are used to eating grains. And as a result, our bodies don't metabolize it quite that well. So one of the things I notice is that I no longer have that after lunch crash, whenever I eat a grain heavy meal, because I just don't have that sort of don't have that crash. I don't have a crash because all I have is I have my meats, I have my vegetables, I have my fruits. Those all get metabolized relatively well, and then I don't feel sluggish, I don't feel tired. I was down in Waterloo, my hometown, recently for the past weekend, and I did decide to break my diet for bits because there's pad thai there at this restaurant, the Florida Bowl, and it is absolutely the most delicious Vietnamese pad thai ever. I actually much prefer it over the standard Thai style pad thai. So it's really quite delicious. And one thing I did notice was that almost immediately after that, as I started to feel sluggish. And before I wouldn't have noticed it because I wasn't on this diet and was used to it. But now that I'm on this diet and I'm used to having grains, whenever I do have grains, I really start to slow down after that. So this diet takes getting used to. Of course, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how my vegetables and fruits are going to come in without resorting to all sorts of supplements, which is doing great. I've on the lifting side, I've decided to change my schedule from the 5-day split that I had going on right now to something called the Strong Lifts program, which essentially is a 2-day split. Every day, and you have to have, of course, a day in between to rest. Every day you're doing squats. Then I think it alternates between a combination of bench presses and barbell rows, or deadlifts. And I think the overhead press, I'm not sure about that because it's only been the first day. But I've seen all sorts of good reviews about it, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how it goes. In terms of my lifts, I'm deadlifting about 225, squats are 230, and my bench press is 155. And there's times when I feel that is terribly inadequate because I look at everybody else and they, of course, can bench much more than I can. But at the same time, I always have to remind myself that I've only been doing this for 6 months, and for the past 28 years, I really had no exercise to speak of that's really kept with me. Sure, I once did karate and all that when I was 15 or whatever, but that doesn't really make a difference, right? It's been so long, it's practically not even there. So I'm only now getting into shape again, which is, of course, to be thrilling. It's just taking a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I need to be more cognizant of the results I've seen so far, as opposed to as far as I need to go. So that's my mental discovery for the moment. And that's pretty much about it. See you guys later.